Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're embarking on an exciting one-day bus trip from New York City to Washington, D.C. Buckle up as we explore the rich history and iconic landmarks of the nation's capital, all in just one day. We started our day bright and early, boarding the bus at Times Square in New York City. Our route takes us through New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland before reaching Washington, D.C. The drive is about 4 to 5 hours long to D.C. Our first major stop was Arlington National Cemetery, a place of immense historical significance and reverence. This cemetery is a tribute to those who have served in the U.S. military. Arlington National Cemetery spans over 600 acres and is the final resting place for more than 400,000 military veterans and their families. The cemetery was established during the Civil War and is renowned for its stunning landscapes and solemn atmosphere. One of the most poignant sites here is the gravesite of President John F. Kennedy. The Kennedy gravesite is marked by an eternal flame, a symbol of the enduring legacy of the 35th president. Visitors often pause to pay their respects and reflect on Kennedy's impact on American history. From Arlington Cemetery, you can also enjoy a fantastic view of the Washington Monument. This perspective from across the Potomac River provides a striking contrast to the solemnity of the cemetery, highlighting the connection between the memorials of the nation's capital. Our city tour began with a drive past the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense. The Pentagon is an architectural marvel and one of the largest office buildings in the world. It serves as a critical center for national defense and military operations. While we couldn't stop for a tour, seeing it from the bus gave us a sense of its immense scale and importance. Standing 555 feet tall, the Washington Monument is a tribute to Washington's leadership and contributions to the founding of the United States. Its distinct shape and sheer size make it a striking centerpiece of the National Mall. Washington, D.C. is home to 19 Smithsonian museums, each offering a unique experience and a deep dive into different facets of American culture and history. Today, we're focusing on the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, one of the most visited museums in the world. The National Air and Space Museum was established in 1976 and houses over 60,000 artifacts. Highlights include the Wright brothers' 1903 flyer, the Spirit of St. Louis, and the Apollo 11 command module. The museum offers a fascinating look at the evolution of flight and space travel, with interactive exhibits and detailed displays. One of America's most recognizable historical and political symbols is also the home and office of the President of the United States. The White House is not just the official residence of the President of the United States. It's also a symbol of the executive branch of the U.S. government and a historical monument with deep significance. Built between 1792 and 1800, the White House has been the residence of every U.S. president since John Adams. The Capitol is among the most architecturally impressive and symbolically important buildings in the world. The Senate and the House of Representatives have met here for more than 2 centuries. Begun in 1793, the Capitol has been built, burnt, rebuilt, extended, and restored. Today, it stands as a monument not only to its builders, but also to the American people and their government. This tour is scheduled to stop in front of the White House and the Capitol building for commentary and photo ops. However, please be aware that occasionally this is not possible due to security issues in Washington. The Capitol building features a stunning neoclassical design, with its most striking feature being the large white dome. The dome, which was completed in 1866, stands 288 feet tall and is supported by a series of arches and columns. It's a symbol of unity and strength, and its grandeur reflects the importance of the legislative process. The Lincoln Memorial, located at the western end of the National Mall, is one of the most recognizable monuments in the United States. Dedicated in 1922, it honors Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who led the country through the Civil War. Designed by architect Henry Bacon, the memorial features a grandiose Greek Doric temple design with 36 columns, each representing a state in the Union at the time of Lincoln's death. The centerpiece is the massive seated statue of Lincoln, crafted by sculptor Daniel Chester French, which portrays the president deep in thought. Inside, visitors can also find inscriptions of two of Lincoln's most famous speeches, the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address, etched into the walls. Vietnam Veterans Memorial, a poignant tribute to those who served in the Vietnam War. Designed by Maya Lin and dedicated in 1982, this memorial consists of two black granite walls that form a V shape, with the names of over 58,000 American soldiers who died or went missing during the conflict inscribed in chronological order. The simplicity and reflective nature of the walls allow visitors to see their own reflection alongside the names, creating a deeply personal and emotional experience. The memorial also features the three servicemen statue, which commemorate the bravery and sacrifice of soldiers during the war. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial stands as a powerful symbol of the courage and resilience of those who served. Our final stop was the Korean War Veterans Memorial, dedicated in 1995 to honor those who served in the Korean War. The memorial is composed of 19 stainless steel statues depicting a squad on patrol, representing the soldiers of the United Nations forces who fought during the conflict. These statues are surrounded by a black granite wall of remembrance, etched with the names of those who gave their lives. The memorial's design, created by Frank Gaylord, captures the harsh conditions of the war and the bravery of the soldiers. The surrounding area also features a reflecting pool and a field of juniper bushes, creating a contemplative environment for visitors to remember and reflect on the sacrifices made during the Korean War. After an incredible day exploring Washington, D.C., it's time to head back to New York City. I hope you enjoyed exploring these iconic landmarks and learning more about the rich history and culture of our nation's capital.